We got approached by the Eisteddfod and asked if we could do something as a community group. So I sat down with Craig initially, who's the chairman of the club, my partner in crime. We started throwing ideas around, and the one that we kept coming back to is, there's such a focus on poetry and creativity within the Eisteddfod that maybe creating a poem was the right way to go, really. So the workshop we've done here today is literally getting people just to think about what the club means to them, and it would be different for everyone. So, I discussed with them how my view as the founder of the club was going to be different to, for example, Kentus, who's only going into his second season at the club. And it was really fascinating to see as we were going through the way the club is to everyone and what it represents to everyone, how these common themes come out, whether you're the founder of the club who's been here for 10 years or a guy who's been here for 8 months. There's still these common themes coming through, so it shows that perhaps, this absolutely was the right idea to do, because it's made people really evaluate what the club is. And the one thing that came out here as a football club is there's very few mentions of football when people have discussed what the club means to them. And a lot of clubs claim to be a family. We never do. What we can claim is we are a community, and this poem absolutely reflects that.
Fel rhan o'n prosiect gyda'r Eisteddfod, dyn ni'n achwilio I straeon diddorol iawn o gwmpas yr Eisteddfod. Un o'r rhai enwoca ydy stori Heddwyn, a mae yna link i'r stori Heddwyn yma yn Wrecsam cyffredinol, oherwydd dyma'r lle ola, mae'n debyg, oedd Heddwyn yn sefyll ar tir ei wlad cyn iddo fynd i'r Litherland ac wedyn ymlaen i Gwlad Belg I ymladd yn y Pryfel. Yn anffodus, ddaru Heddwyn cael ei farw pan oedd o draw fyna, ond ddaru o ennill y cadair yn 1917 yn Eisteddfod Birkenhead, y cadair ddi enwog.
So I'm Eva Rose, I'm a local poet and I'm also a trustee of Bellevue, and I've basically been tasked to curate a poem of the players' voices, their experience of Bellevue and how they feel about the club in terms of the club's ethos and identity. The word community and home comes up a lot, and I think that speaks volumes about the club. It just shows how welcome everybody feels, regardless of their background, where they're from, what language they speak. They have a home at the club and they feel welcome, they feel safe. And a lot of them are stipulated about the confidence that they've developed over time, the passion that they've got to, I guess, play as a team regardless of the result as well. So it's very telling about how beautiful and important the club is for Wrexham in general. When I think of the Eisteddfod, you think of dancing, of rhythm, of drums, of literature, of community, of togetherness. And I think curating a poem with Bellevue, with the ethos, meeting the Eisteddfod, there's no match more perfect. The Eisteddfod for Wales culturally is so important to showcase the language and what we're truly about as a nation. But also we're a very welcoming nation, we're an open nation. And if you feel Welsh, you are Welsh. And that's why clubs like Bellevue are so important, why the Eisteddfod is so important, and collaborating with both to create such a special film about a magical club, there's nothing better than that.
Bellevue FC, I would describe it as a melting point of different nationalities and culture, where there is mutual respect. Players and their families are well respected and encouraged. The environment is so nurturing for the youngsters, and I'm proud to be associated with the club.
Bellevue means to me a second family, a group of lads I can trust, an all-inclusion club, which is, for this day and age, is really rare to find. This club's not about winning, it's about taking part in it, being all-inclusive to every single player, making them feel welcome into the country of Wales as a general, and just getting the very best out of them.
When I came to Wales, I found the world, my home away from home, not just in a city or a field, but in the faces of the people who were once strangers and are now family. It's become everything. Yet here I learned that everything isn't a word big enough to describe what this club means. It's a place I go to meet hearts like mine, where my differences are why I belong. Because here, I'm already a piece of the magic and mosaic. I didn't have to try to fit in because I already did. And what's beautiful is I came for football, but I left with more than a game. I found belonging. I found my voice and my story. This club holds the unbreakable strength of one people, a united force with one goal, a community grounded in love, resilience and respect. It's a melting pot of culture and binding inclusivity woven with friendship, where the young and old stand shoulder to shoulder. We don't just play, we grow and learn, and at times, yes, we stumble, but we never stand or fall alone because family doesn't leave you behind. This club, it's made me question all I thought I knew, and the answer I found was me, was us. It was unity. Every moment brings new lessons where giving it your all isn't just a statement, it's the heartbeat of every single match. And man, don't we just feel it all? The joy, the ache, and the happiness, the purpose of the fight. So you can throw the world at us, bring every storm you have, but we'll always return. Next year and the years that follow. Boots laced with purpose, hearts stitched with hope, ready to run again. Cold breezes catching our ears, golden shirts soaking up the rains. Are we audacious? Maybe. But doesn't that colour fit us well? Because we don't just belong here, we build here. We are the tree and the roots, boldly stretching deep into our community with our branches wide. We are the seed that grew from friendship's ideas, the leaves of legacy Wrexham winds carry in every direction. Win, lose or draw, we rise, and proudly so. We always show up. Because this for us is beyond sport. It's soil, connection and history. We are the fearless and the future, scattering ambition like jumpers for goalposts. A culture that is simply one of a kind. A footprint forever unique. In club, in bubble, in Ebbing. We're all Bellevue FC.